Everyone wants to be respected. You, me, and everyone else. But respect isn't something that's simply given. It must be earned. You can't just demand it by saying, "Respect me." People observe. They watch how you behave, how you carry yourself, and what choices you make. And then they decide, is this person truly worthy of respect? Many believe being respected means looking tough, speaking harshly, or always saying no to others. But that's a misconception. That's not what real respect is built on. So how do you truly earn respect from others? That's exactly what we'll explore in this video. I'll share practical steps that, once understood and applied, can significantly increase the respect others have for you. So what are these steps? We'll dive into them shortly. But first, please subscribe to the channel so that more people can benefit from this powerful message. If you're ready, and let's begin. You've probably witnessed this before. In a group or a meeting, everyone's talking, trying to prove a point, trying to be heard. But there's always one person who stays quiet. They don't say much. They just observe. They listen and remain calm. Soon, something interesting happens. Everyone's attention starts shifting toward them. People grow curious. They begin waiting for that person to speak. That's not a coincidence, because real power often lies in silence. Marcus Aurelius once said, "It is a strength to walk away from what bothers you without saying a word." Anyone can talk, but not everyone can remain silent. Most people lose themselves to emotion. They react instantly when they hear something unpleasant. They talk endlessly when they're angry. They fall apart when criticized. That's not strength. That's a lack of self-control. But you, if you can stay silent when angry, if you can listen without being triggered, if you can remain steady while others lose their balance, people will start to see you differently. They'll wonder, why is this person so calm? Do they know something the rest of us don't? Your silence creates curiosity, and that curiosity turns into respect. Here's a truth worth remembering. The silent one reflects, the reflective one speaks wisely, and the wise speaker earns respect. This world is full of noise. Everyone wants to be heard. But those who influence through calm, thoughtful silence are rare. If you want to be among those few, you must learn that sometimes saying nothing is the strongest response, and that opens the door to real, lasting respect. Respect doesn't depend on temporary things like money or short-term success. People won't admire your wealth nearly as much as they'll admire your unshakable principles. As Epictetus beautifully said, "Don't just teach through words, let your way of life be the lesson." In other words, it's not your words that define you, it's your actions, your behavior, and your values. So what are principles? They're the solid pillars in your heart. They're the light that guides you when everything else seems dark. They're the wall that protects you from flattery, and the inner strength that keeps you grounded when life's storms come. For example, never flattering others just to gain something. Staying true to your values, no matter the situation. Standing behind your work, not backing down in the face of difficulty. Keeping your word, proving that your actions match your promises. Now ask yourself this. If you're like a tree that bends with every wind, who will take you seriously? People don't trust what's unstable. But if you stay true to your principles and walk your path with consistency, people will begin to see you differently. They'll respect you deeply and value what you say. Because principles are the foundation of your character. They are the depth of your soul. They are the strongest statement of who you truly are. And those who understand real value always respect people with unwavering principles. Each time you abandon your values, you shrink in your own eyes, and your influence fades in the eyes of others. It's no surprise that even strong people prefer principled opponents, because with them you know where they stand. Let me tell you something important. Truly respected people don't react, they respond. For the Stoic philosophers, emotions, especially anger, were life's greatest test. They taught that real strength is found in mastering your emotions. As Seneca said, Anger is a temporary madness. A respected person never gives in to madness. When someone gets angry, they lose their mind, even if just for a moment, and fall into weakness. But a wise person knows the difference. They don't react impulsively. They respond with intention. A reaction is emotional and automatic. A response is calm, deliberate, and thoughtful. If you can stay composed, think clearly, and choose your words carefully, that's not just self-control. That's true inner power, and people immediately notice it. This person doesn't just lash out. They're in control of the situation. There's something different about them. People may judge you by many things, but they respect you most for how you act in difficult moments. It's easy to explode with anger or try to dominate someone, but that's not strength. That's insecurity in disguise. True strength is staying calm, breathing deeply, and offering a clear, composed answer. When you do that, you gain self-respect, and others respect you too. Never forget, anger is temporary, but your responses create lasting impressions. Let me leave you with one final truth. If you try to please everyone, you will lose respect. Don't fall into that trap. Wanting to be liked is a natural instinct, but it often leads you to betray your values, to become someone you're not, just to gain approval. Marcus Aurelius said it best. If someone's words can ruin your day, you are their slave. Pay attention. If the criticism or opinions of others affect you deeply, it means you've lost your inner freedom. You've handed your power over to them. A person who is governed by others' thoughts is someone who has committed the greatest betrayal against themselves. Caring about what people think is human, but changing yourself just to meet their expectations is like abandoning your own identity. That's not humility. That's self-disrespect. It's a silent way of shrinking your own worth. Here's the greatest secret to earning respect. Learn to respect yourself first. Protect your values and principles, even if it means standing alone. Because real respect comes only from those who see you, accept you, and honor you as you are. And that kind of respect, it only shows up when you value yourself, love yourself, and refuse to lose yourself in the noise of others. Remember this, there's a massive difference between the you that people see and the you that lives quietly in your heart and soul. So who do you choose to be? Someone who wears a mask to gain approval, who hides their true self, or someone who stands firm in their values, defends their rights, and is truly worthy of respect? Real strength lies in this, continuing on your own path without losing yourself, without being enslaved by others' opinions. One of the most important traits of strong people is this: they neither hate nor seek revenge. Because true power is not in destroying others, it's in mastering yourself. Revenge is not your answer to someone else. It may just be the voice of your own weakness. But forgiveness, that is the sign of control, inner order and deep understanding. A weak person cannot forgive, because their ego screams, "They hurt me, I must strike back." But a strong person knows how to silence the anger inside. They understand that revenge is temporary, but compassion leaves a lasting mark.
If you truly want to be respected,
be proud, know your worth, never bow down, but don't look down on others either. Be gentle, learn to solve things not with force, but with kindness. And don't let that kindness be mistaken for weakness. Forgive. Everyone can make mistakes, but make sure they don't repeat them. Learn the lesson, but don't forget it. Because people don't just admire strength. They admire justice and compassion that come with strength. People whisper behind the backs of those they fear, but in the presence of someone they respect, they fall silent and reflect. This person is different. This person had the power to hurt but chose not to. This person has a conscience. Remember this, respect born out of fear is fake. People stay by your side not when they fear losing you, but when they admire your values. The most lasting respect is found where strength meets compassion, where pride meets humility. Never search for respect somewhere else. Be a respectable person. The rest will follow. Respect cannot be demanded. It must be earned. It doesn't come with noise or fake appearances. It is hidden in your calmness, your principles, and your honesty. Not everyone has to like you, but remaining silent, deep, and grounded without losing yourself. That is what will make you truly respected. That's why your greatest weapon is not your voice or your anger. It is your silence. It is your unwavering principles. It is your ability to know and protect yourself. The more at peace you are with yourself, the more the world will respect you. Some people won't understand you, but if you know your path, that's enough. If this video stirred something within you, hit the like button and share it. Because maybe with just one click, your share could be the beginning of a complete transformation in someone else's life.